So we'll do that again. I'm going to try to post my shot, be perfectly on balance. Now that we have a little pins up there, we'll see how the ball actually looks.
Welcome to Bowling Over 50, your YouTube channel for great bowling instruction. Make sure you like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell to get a notice for upcoming videos. Drop us a comment or question. We're excited to hear from you. Hit that subscribe button right now and join the game.
Welcome back to Bowling Over 50. I'm Berger. I want to start by saying thank you to all the people who've been watching my videos. One of the things that I am stressing here, and the reason why I started this channel was mainly to teach bowlers who are over 50 years old how to do things a little bit differently, but we've got a lot of beginning bowlers coming to the channel. And if you're watching this video, you care about your bowling game and you're wanting to get better. And so you're looking for instruction on how to get better. So thank you for watching. I'm having a lot of fun doing these and super excited about how the channel has been going. So thank you. And we're going to get into a video today about balance and why balance is important. So I talk a lot about balance in my videos because I believe it is really important to be balanced at the foul line. Main reason in my previous videos that I've talked about is if your head is moving all over the place, it is very hard to target at the arrows as well as targeting down lane and watching your ball all the way through the entire shot. So what I encourage people to do is slide and post your shot. Stay on balance as the ball exits the pin deck. Well, I've been chastised a little bit about bowlers who are over 50 that have a hard time with that, holding that pose, holding that position for that long. So we're going to talk a little bit today about stepping off and falling off. So stepping off is not necessarily a bad thing. If you slide and finish your shot and then have to step off, that doesn't mean you're necessarily out of balance. But if you fall off your shot, then you're definitely out of balance and you're going to cause yourself a whole lot of problems. Falling off one way or the other is going to cause you to move your arm one way or the other, release the ball in different areas. So we're going to talk about those two things and showing you the difference, what is not ideal, but what is okay in stepping off a shot versus falling off a shot and completely ruining the balance at the foul line. So we're going to start with what I think is the proper shot. In one where you're balanced at the foul line and you follow the ball all the way through till it exits the pin deck. We don't have any pins right now, but so you can tell this is one of my first shots of the day. So I'm going to try to be balanced. I did some warm-ups and we're going to try to be balanced on my first shot. So if you notice, I have posted my shot. I am steady on my feet. I didn't fall off one way or the other. I posted that shot. I stayed in my position all the way until the ball exits the pin deck. I do that because that makes sure that I am perfectly on balance. So we'll do that again. I'm going to try to post my shot, be perfectly on balance. Now that we have a little pins up there, we'll see how the ball actually looks. So that is posting my shot all the way through. Again, a lot of beginners, a lot of bowlers over 50 years old can't hold that position for that long. So we're going to talk about stepping off. So stepping off just means you have finished your shot, you're balanced when you got here, but you just have to step just a little bit because you can't hold the pose that long. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to try to do the same thing, be balanced at the foul line, post my shot, but I'm just going to step off a little bit. This is not necessarily bad. That's stepping off. That is not necessarily bad. When I got to the foul line, I was balanced. I had my head over my knee was over my toe. I had a good finish position. I released the ball, but as soon as I released the ball, I couldn't hold that pose for that long, so I just stepped off. So that is perfectly fine. If you cannot hold the pose for that long, stepping off is not necessarily a bad thing. We'll try that again. Again, I try to post my shot, but sometimes I do have to step off. But stepping off is not necessarily a bad thing. I am in a practice session. I've left myself a 10 pin. I haven't thrown at anything yet. I've just thrown a couple of shots. You see me. So this could be a little dangerous. And I stepped off of that one, and I missed it to the right. That's typical for me. Okay, so what's the difference? I've shown you a good posted shot. Now I've shown you a shot where I had good balance at the foul line, but I stepped off. So the next thing is falling off. Falling off is bad. Falling off causes you not to be able to aim at the arrows, aim down lane, and your body is moving all over the place. So we're going to fall off. Or we're going to attempt to. That is falling off. You notice I was moving to the right. So where did the ball go? The ball went to the right. If I fell, most people fall off because they're leaning too far to the right. You want to make sure when you're balanced that you're not leaning so far to the right that you fall off your shot. You want to stay centered. You want your head above your knee above your toe. You want your slide, and you want to stay balanced on this leg. You don't want to be leaning too far to the right, which is going to cause you to fall off. Let's do that again. I'm going to move a couple boards left and fall off this shot. I'm moving a couple boards left to try to keep the ball on the lane. I'm leaning way too far to the right. I kept it on the lane, but that is not what you want to do. You want your head above your knee, above your slide foot, and be able to hold that as long as possible. And then if you have to, you can step off, but certainly do not fall off. So here we go. So if you're starting and you're already leaning too far to the right, it's going to be hard to not fall off this shot. You're going to want to stand tall, relaxed, knees flexed, centered, balanced on your feet. Keep your feet under you. That was balanced, but I stepped off. So, it is important for balance to stay centered, to stay on top of your knee, to hold that pose as long as possible. But if you have to step off, it is okay. Just don't get yourself in a position where you fall off. If you fall off, that's not okay. You're going to either throw it to the right, you're going to throw it to the left. You're not going to be able to focus on your target. Falling off is a bad thing. Stay balanced and you'll bowl better. So, this YouTube channel is designed for beginners and bowlers over 50 years old. If you like what we're doing and you like the instruction that I'm giving you, please like and subscribe. Subscribing doesn't cost you anything, but it certainly helps us out a bunch. Thank you very much. I hope you guys out and have a great time bowling and good bowling.